Before we start, I would want you to hit the red subscribe button to help the channel. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to The Impeccable Investor. Dividend investing offers an amazing chance for investors to establish a stream of income in addition to growth in one's portfolio's market value from asset appreciation. Acquiring or buying stocks that pay dividends can reward you over the course of time or in the long run. As said in the finance terms, as long as you take care to follow a few rules, rubrics and guidelines and make intelligent investment decisions. Double taxation. One of the main disadvantages of dividend investing is that your dividend payments are effectively subject to being double taxed. The first point of taxation takes place before you get your dividends, because the corporation issuing your dividends from its net income has to pay tax on its annual earnings, and it's those earnings that generate the company's dividend payouts. The second point is taxation takes place when you, as an investor, are required to pay personal income tax on any dividends you earn over the course of a given tax year or period. In conclusion, this double taxation means you are paying tax both as a partial company owner and as an individual person who has got their personal income. Adverse effects of dividend policy changes. A corporation's future plan for evaluating its dividend amounts and any potential increases based on future earnings is known as its dividend policy. When a dividend-paying company makes significant changes to its policy, rules, and regulations, particularly those that result in termination or elimination of payouts, it will have an adverse effect on the company's stock price. A stock market theory in finance known as the clientele effect concludes that a stock price is strongly tied to investor response to changes in company policy. So when those changes occur, many investors will buy or sell their company shares with respect to the stock price. If a company is forced to reduce its dividends for any whatever reason, you run the risk of not only letting go of your regular share income, but also your cumulative share appreciation, as other investors sell and move on to other stocks. High dividend payout risks. Putting your money in companies with a high dividend payout ratio involves a troubling amount of risk. The dividend payout ratio of a company's stock shows how much of its earnings are being paid out to shareholders as their share versus how much is being kept to pay down debt, reinvest in growth, or to serve as a cash stock, or any other source of retained earnings. Determining the amount of payout to shareholders can be a complex act for many companies, since they want to keep attracting investors with high payouts, but retain enough of other earnings to support future expansion projects and plans, and their ability to raise dividend finance simultaneously. In fact, when a company's dividend payout ratio becomes too high to be kept in control and somewhat static, it can often lead to the business having to cut down on its dividends altogether. No control of investors. Investors have little control over the particular nature of the dividend, as this is the dividend at the company's annual meeting, where of course the major shareholders will pursue their interests and exert dominance and power. The decision on special dividends or dividends in the form of shares and absolute amount of the dividend can therefore not be influenced in practice. This is also applicable to the instances when the dividends are distributed or how often they are distributed. These aspects and the decisions related to them are made by the company and are not within the influence of small shareholders. This is highly important when fiscal aspects or liquidity requirements come into play. If you have to pay your bills today, the dividend in 6 months is of little to no use due to illiquidity, reduction in profits. If you solely focus on dividends and leave shares on left that do not pay dividends, your selection of investment option is extremely limited. The system of all this is subject to strict criteria such as the stability of dividend, the historical growth of the dividend, or the duration of the dividend. Who uses these criteria as a means to escape payouts misses chances such as Microsoft, Apple, or Google. Other strong companies such as the Warren Buffett Company, Berkshire Hathaway, or Gillette Sciences did not pay dividends during the period of their boom. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.